Where are we at? We got Pete Grulke right now getting ready for his first attempt on a long jump. And here he goes. Are they recording the jump anywhere?
They'll holler out the score here in a minute.
We'll find out here in just a minute.
Maybe we'll find out. It was a legal jump, but we don't know what the score or what the distance was.
Right now we're getting you a few shots of the prelim, just in case somebody doesn't make it to the finals from London. You London people will have a chance to see these fine kids in action. Okay, once again he's warming up and getting ready to make the long run down that stretch to make that long jump. Pete Grulke is one of our better jumpers. See if I can find it on the book here. I don't know how many people we've got in the long jump from London. Okay, here we go. Pete Grulke, BJ Scales. Are the two long jumpers from London.
All concentration, man.
And he's on his way. See if we get a clean jump. Hit the board right. Looked like a pretty decent jump from here, Carl.
It looked like a good one. Uh-oh, he fouled.
Oh, did he foul? From here he couldn't tell. Looked like he hit it pretty good from here. We got a few people in front of us, so I don't know if you could pick up when he left the board or not.
Got one good jump in, but I don't think that was his best. Maybe he'll hit the next one.
Okay, we'll go down. You want all these people?
Huh? No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I know you can hear me, but can you hear me through the...
Yeah. You got Roger Clark?
Roger Clark's getting ready to make his first attempt in the long jump for London. Roger Clark. He's off and running. See if he hits the board right. Looked like a good jump. Good. He left the board okay. No foul.
So he's a freshman.
They say he's a freshman this year. They're looking for big things out of him. Say he was on the wrestling team, I believe, and some other things. We'll get a length of that jump here shortly. By the way, Grulke's jump was how long, Carl?
18.4.
18.4. His first attempt, and he fouled on the second.
The stadium is a smoke-free area. If you plan on smoking, you must go outside the stadium.
And pay to get back in.
Mm-hmm.
And pay to re-enter.
A cigarette gonna cost you $4.
Yeah.
I should have bought everything, the chairs, this mic stand, the whole bit. We'll probably get here early to get this stand Saturday.
What time does it start Saturday?
The finals start at noon, don't they?
10 o'clock, pole vaults, long jump, etc. Then the infield starts at 12 o'clock. The finals starts at 12.
There's Grulke up there again. No, yeah, he is. He's up there.
You run that?
Yeah.
Okay. And we got Pete Grulke, who had his first jump, 18.4, and he's in line to make an attempt on his second jump. He stepped back.
No,
or is he just walking it off?
He needs more room.
Give me more room. You know, I watch these guys run down for that long jump, Carl, and I tell you, some of them long jumpers get up some heavy speed.
Yeah, they do. Pretty good sprinters do the long jump.
Yeah.
A lot of mental into this long jump.
I hear you. And a lot of timing, getting the footing just right so you hit the board just right. Come off and stretch out. Go flying.
This is his last attempt in the prelims.
Going for a chance to get in the finals. And he's off and running. Here we go. Hit the board and he didn't even hit it.
Uh-oh.
Is that considered a foul?
Oh, yeah. No, look, they're measuring it. He'll run back through the pit. He don't want him to measure that one. He don't want that one called out. Nope. You don't want that one called out. Hopefully at 18-4, get him in the finals, and he'll get 3 fresh jumps.
Amen. It looked like he got his steps off, and I don't think he was too happy with that. Down. Say Brad Teal's getting ready to do the what?
He just threw. Brad Teal.
On the discus, and we still don't have any footage here. We need some field glasses, Carl, to pick up them yard markers over there.
We're down.
From London, but we have a girl from London here getting ready to do the high jump. We'll get you a name here shortly. We don't really.
Huh? What's her name doing the high jump? Jessica Rhodes.
Jessica Rhodes. She makes her attempt, and it is short. Drew Dwyer at the discus. I'm trying to find the discus now. Okay, I'm seeing him now. You got a good shot of him?
Yep.
I'm not sure which try this is.
It's Elise's second attempt.
Carl's telling me it's at least Drew Dwyer's second attempt at the discus.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's kind of hard when you can't get any distance on it.
Yeah.
He sailed it pretty out. That's pretty much out there.
Now he fouled. He just come down. He had a better throw, so he didn't even let it roll because we got Teal coming back up. He stepped out and fouled because he had a better attempt the last time, so he didn't even have to measure it.
Is that Brad Teal?
Yeah.
Brad Teal is now following the wire. There's Teal's throw. Hey, looky here.
I think he got a better one that time.
Good shot by Teal.
Yeah, you got to give him that time.
Got it?
Yeah, they're in there trying to get his measurement. He's pretty happy about that one.
Yeah, it looks like he is pretty happy. We're so far away, it's hard to tell how far he threw it.
Yeah.
You'll have to watch the papers. That Teal threw pretty close to 100 foot with the
John, long jump. Roger Clark.
Roger Clark at the long jump now.
Roger
He's setting
Clark.
up for London.
Clark.
We'll get it right in a minute. Roger Clark. Like we said, once again, he's a freshman. I thought I wrote it down somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. And Clark is on his way down the stretch. Lands good. Looks like a fairly short jump. They measure that from the back of the board or where your foot takes off or what? Front of the board?
Yeah.
Because I look like he put the tape down from the back of the board.
Yeah, they just put it there to get it to stretch out the measurement.
We don't have any distance on that either. We might have to get some people with walkie-talkies and
Yeah, that would work.
get somebody down on the field, get these distances and stuff together. This is the first time we've attempted to do a track meet, and we'll be back for the finals later. Drew Dwyer. We'll get this right this time.
His third attempt.
His third attempt at the discus throw. I don't have any distance on Drew. Let's check this out. How's London's chances on winning this thing? I understand it's pretty good, Carl.
Yeah.
That's who caught up on over there.
Okay, how many years have they won it? The last 3 years?
I think so, 2 or 3. And Dwyer unleashes one, goes clean out of the.
Man.
That's like 120, 130. He's pushing 140, about 138, I believe. Yeah, Drew Dwyer got a good throw that time.
He didn't foul on that one, did he?
It didn't look like it. They're measuring it.
Yeah, see his reaction here.
It looks like from here, if we're not wrong, it's close to 140 foot, which sounds good. Let me see here.
Yeah, they'll probably have the records in there and stuff. Oh, that was a good one. We're down there discussing.
We're looking at Dwyer, and I'm thinking it looks close to 140 foot, we think, and some of my calculations are showing some of the discus shots in the high school highlights last week were 161 and 8 1/4 foot. So, and that covered, I believe, Division 1, 2, and 3.
There goes Teal.
And Teal releases one. That's just a practice shot there.
Yeah. What we say, man, they wasn't paying attention.
Just a practice, looks like to me.
Yeah.
And we'll take a break.
The second heat of the 4x800 meter relay will be the girls' West Division finals. In lane 1, Bexley, lane 2, London, lane 3, Jonathan Alder, and lane 4, Grandview.
So we're getting ready to go with the 32 meter relay, and London's team has Alicia Hastings will be the lead off, and Dusty Owens and Jennifer Lawhorn and
first call
Kathy,
for the boys 3200 meter relay.
Kathy Garges, I believe that's how you say it.
The boys East Division will be run first, followed by the West Division finals.
The London,
first call, boys 3200 meter relay.
The London girls have a track and field record here of in 1994 of 10:043. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're just going to try to make it to the finals on this run, or are they going to go out? Oh, that's right. You're right, Carl. This is the finals. So we're looking for possibly another shot at another record.
They're going to go. They'll be going all out. No need to hold nothing back for tomorrow. They ain't
London's in lane 2. Trying to figure out who these lanes are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runners. I'm not too familiar with the colors, Carl.
All right, here we go.
And we get a good start. And as they round turn 1, you can see Hastings picking up a lot of. Hastings just running away with it right now.
First call for the boys discus.
She's going to the top.
First call, girls shot put, West Division.
This Hastings is one of our best runners in not only this, but in the cross country events. She's kind of pacing herself.
You gotta run 2 laps.
Oh, you got to run 2 laps? Okay.
Yeah, then hand off. Yeah, this is a long race.
This is definitely a long race, and she's probably well prepared for it. I see her running across London in the town all the time, so I'm sure she's in good shape. See if we can get some numbers of who's up in the running up front with her. Hastings is taking the lead, and all the runners can go across, and all the runners on the inside lane. I believe that's Grandview running second place right now. Bexley in third, as Hastings makes the first run in 1:11, 1:12, minute and 12. It's gosh, that's moving around there pretty good to get around that track in a minute 12. It'd take me 5 minutes just walking run around that track.
Like she's gonna get him a lead for the.
She's working on a lead. She's moving out as she's about almost three quarters of the way through her run at a minute 37, minute 39. We do have the luxury of a time clock down there for this one, so we'll be able to give you some time on that. And Lisa's stretching it out like you wouldn't believe. She's a good, I know you want meters and feet, but she's a good 20 yards ahead of everybody.
Man.
Stretching it out to 25. Now Bexley's making a move. It looks like right now it's going to be a race for second place if London can keep this up. But it's early. It all depends on the handoffs and what the other players are going for, runners are going for. As Hastings stretches out about a 30-point lead now. 30 yards. Try 40. I know I can't get out of basketball. Here's a handoff. And Dusty Owens is on the move. And Dusty's got a good 40-yard lead there. I'll try to keep the paper out of your way, Carl. And I didn't get, oh man, I didn't get Leisha's time. What was it? Leisha run a 2:25 in that. They got where I'm standing at, Carl, they got the clock right in front of me, or somebody standing right in front of the clock. And
all out there by themselves.
Dusty's it looked like this would be a hard race to run when you're that far ahead by yourself. You really have to bear down and say, hey, I got to do it for myself now. I don't have any competition here pushing me. So far, Leonard's running away with this one here as Dusty stretches out to almost a 50-yard lead here. I hope you people understand my terminology when I say 50 yards. You probably want me to say meters, aren't you? And Dusty's smoking on in, and she's made the first round in 1:20, I believe. First trip round in about 1:20, it was 2:25. Get out in front of the clock. Everybody else looked like they're out for a Sunday stroll, Carl. Dusty, she's almost into a sprint.
I think they want to get that, set a new record.
As she stretches out even farther, we got a good 50 or 60, can I say meters?
There you go. You know what you're saying, but say it.
Okay. That sounds good. Look at there. Look at that distance between those two runners. You probably can't even get the other runners in your camera, can you?
No. What's the record?
The record is 10:4.3.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind.
1994. I don't know if it's the same bunch of girls did it or not.
Boys, 3,200 meter relay. Second call, boys, 3,200 meter relay. Second call.
I got a question,
Boys,
Hastings.
Discus, East Division.
This is the records. Is these the same girls that's running?
West Division.
So,
the same bunch of girls.
Is that Dusty running there?
Yeah, that's Dusty. Oh yeah, that's the same. Yeah, Dusty.
These girls are running today?
Yeah.
Okay. And Dusty's coming around, and the second leg is going to end up about about 5 minutes there.
That's about a 2:34.
Yeah, she had about 2:34. We're looking at 5 minutes at the halfway mark, and the record is 10:04. So they're going to see what happens here as Jennifer Lawhorn.
This is Shannon Ryan.
Shannon Ryan?
Yeah, Jeff Longhorn's Alaska.
Okay, Shannon Ryan on this run right here. Thank you, Mr. Hastings. And we got, looks like Bexley's trying to make a run for the roses. As Shannon Ryan stretches out even farther. Carl, I think she might be losing a little bit of that lead. Shannon Ryan. And Shannon makes her first trip in about 1:17.
Come on now. Oh man, they're catching up.
It looks like they're slowly closing the gap a little bit. That's why I'm saying you're out so far ahead you can't see anybody, you don't know what's going on. So you're actually running against the clock, and sometimes that I think it can hurt you. That gap is closed down, Carl, to about 35 meters, would you say?
Approximately.
Shannon Ryan, we're waiting for you to stretch it out, kid.
Oh no. It makes it a lot more interesting race when we're closer, but
so you can see some other people in it. Can you get them both in there? All of them in there now? Are those three?
I'll pan back then.
Be seeing nothing but specks, huh?
Yeah. Come on now, Shannon, kick it in.
As you see, you hear Carl calling for Shannon Ryan to kick it in.
Ooh.
There's, tell you what, Bexley and can't see Grandview, I'm thinking. They're persistent. As Shannon is down to about a 30-meter stretch lead now. And at the end of the third leg, we got a 7:40. So we could be on track for close to a record. It's going to be tough. And who's that last runner? Jennifer Longhorn, okay.
All those girls run cross country, didn't they, John?
Well, but Dusty didn't
you?
And Jennifer Longhorn is slowly, she's going to have a race on her hands. As I believe it's Grandview, but I can't swear to it. It's slowly closing in on her. That lead has dropped down to about 10 meters now. And slowly moving in. She's got a long way to go yet.
Oh man.
This is where you got to dig down for all the gusto you can get. Yeah, we're getting ready. London's got ready to lose the lead. Almost halfway through the fourth and final runner. Jennifer Longhorn. Now it's more of a pacing race, I believe now.
Jennifer's got a good strong kick at last. If she stays in front, she'll be all right.
Okay. I just got some information that Jennifer does have a really strong kick. So if she stays in front, she's got an awful good chance of pulling this out. That girl that's running with her, Hastings, she's got some long legs. That can be a big difference there too.
She's keeping her on the outside.
Yeah, she's gonna make her run a long, a long way around.
This makes it a more interesting race, that's for sure.
Yeah, got two people there and take the long way home tonight.
Uh-oh.
Now's where you got to dig down for all the gusto you can get.
Uh-oh.
And so far, Jennifer's doing that.
Uh-oh.
She's forcing this girl into a long race.
Keep her on the outside.
That's a smart run. I'm sure she's been taught to do that. I believe I see Nance down in the corner encouraging them on and pushing them on around the track. This girl's trying like all get out to get that. She's trying. Oh, man, she did get the cut in. Now here comes the race for home. I think Jennifer's not going to make it. And we're going to, it's still, the record, like I say, is 10:04. And we got a 10:13. 10:135.
What's been their
so
best,
London ended up second in that heat.
What's been their best all year, John, you know? No, the whole team.
Jimmy Conroy, and what do we got him doing here, Carl?
Pole vault.
Pole vault and Jimmy Conroy. I'm looking all over this field trying to find these people. I guess I'll try to look where the camera's pointing.
In the first heat of the boys 3,200-meter relay will be the finals in the East Division.
As
in
Conroy
lane
attempts,
1 will be Owen Pangy.
And he clears it with ease, Carl. How high it is, but he did clear it with ease.
Lane 3, Big Walnut.
And a good jump for Conroy.
Utica, and lane 5, Licking Valley.
Brad Teal making another attempt at the discus, and he throws it out of the park. It lands right on the line, looks like, which is probably 130. I'd say it's pretty close to right at 130 feet. So good run, good throw for Teal.
Coach just gave him.
Got Dwyer, I believe, is in the box now, or what do you call that little circle?
Boys East Division.
Yeah, where they throw out of it. I'm sure there's a name for it on the pad.
Girls West Division shot put.
I'll stay right on him and get some form down. Hopefully we'll get a good throw here.
As Dwyer sets up and gets himself psyched up to make his throw, he threw the last one about 130 feet, I believe it was. We'll see what kind of, that kid's bulked up, Carl, since football.
Yeah.
He'd be making somebody a good football player. Here comes, oh, and he swung out. He swung himself out of that one. He got into a whirlwind.
He stayed in there, didn't foul.
And I believe he's just loosening up right now, Carl.
That's a throw.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I didn't even see him release it. Where did it went?
140. Went past 140.
He went right at 140. I'm looking right down the line. I'd say about 139. So he put it out there about 139 feet. Well, you don't dare look away. You miss it.
Yeah.
Was you able to follow the discus?
Heck no.
Hey, they got that big, bright orange discus, and you can't see it. I tell you.
I couldn't see it with the naked eye, let alone the camera.
Okay.
Third place, Bexley. Second place, London. And first place, the team from Grandview, Jennifer Gafford, Jamie Gloyd, Sarah Wheeler, and Christine Briner, in a time of 10 minutes, 13 and 5/10 seconds.
And Brad Teals once up again once again for a discus throw. I think his last throw, what was 130, Carl?
Yeah, approximately.
Approximately 130, unofficial. And here comes a real sweet throw. That's a good one. And that's right, about the same place. I'm looking at close to 130, 129 for Brad Teal. You followed at that time, didn't you?
Man, hardly.
Again, we got Dwyer back up there. He's getting ready to make another push of the discus, see how far he can throw it. He went about 140 last time, we were guesstimating. I'll see if I can keep up with him this time. I'm going to try to focus on him and nothing else. There's so much going on out here that it's hard to stay on one thing. And here we go. Dwyer lets her fly. It's a good smooth. It's going to sail. He shoved that one out there about, I'm looking at probably 140, 50.
Fouled.
Did he foul?
Yeah, he came off.
Man, every time he gets a good throw like that, he ends up with a foul.
No, they're measuring it.
I thought they were, Carl.
To see his reaction, man.
I'm looking at,
They ain't measuring it.
Make up your mind.
They,
Washington Courthouse and Lane 6, Grandview.
And we're getting ready to do the boys 3,200 meter relay. And London also holds the track meet in that record with 18 and 8.8 in 1994. London is runners are Mark Tremaine, Mike Artis, Eddie Hamilton, and Colin, I believe it's Colin Lucas. It's spelled like Colin Powell. So the boys are lined up now. Who we got leading off for London? It should be Mark Tremaine.
yep.
Mark Tremaine. He's a senior for London. Mark's got a pretty good kick too. See how he fares this time. And they're off and running. He's stretching already. He's already picked up one runner as they round the first turn. Like you say, Carl, they got two trips around here, right?
Yep.
And Mark looks like he's going for the lead. Is this the final of the boys too?
Yep.
Okay, the final in the 3,200 meter relay. As for London, we're doing similar to the way the girls did. The lead runner is taking off, and
The following boys will come back to the finals.
as Mark is
in
pushing
the
his lead out to
boys East Division long
about
jump.
10 meters.
David Cole, Utica. Brant
And we're coming down the stretch for his
Utica.
first lap. And we're looking at under,
Jim
it's going to be under
Patterson,
under a
Lakewood.
minute, Carl.
Troy Frenton,
50
Licking Valley.
57
Hoover,
seconds on that
Licking
first
Valley.
lap there.
Jacob Zolette.
So
Owen
that
Pansy,
sounds good. Like I said, I
Sam
couldn't go around in
Messina,
57
Owen
minutes.
Pansy.
They picked me up on the other side. And Mark is stretching out. He's not getting quite the lead that Alicia had in her race. But he's slowly, and it looks like Bexley.
The following showing our finalists in the boys
He's making a kick.
West
They're
Division.
going to keep a race up. You can
Long
probably
jump.
get 2 or 3 people in this, can't you, Carl?
Yeah.
Jerry Farmwell, Jonathan Alder,
And Mark is steady,
Ellers,
keeping his lead
Boise
at about
Courthouse.
10 meters.
Pete Grokey, Lake
A minute
London.
46. He's going to try to do this in
Cocker from West Jefferson.
under 2. He's got to push.
Jason
Foot
DeRusi
4,
from
55,
Bexley.
56,
Tony
57,
Urian, Washington
and he did it
Courthouse.
right at 2.
And Joe Barker.
And we
Bexley.
pick up Mike Artis, 2:01 on that run for Mark Tremaine. I think that's a personal record for him. Sounds good. That's and Mike just stretched on out. Mike's got some long legs. That's Mike Artis.
First call for the girls.
And he's a runner. I see him running around town too. Boy, he can stretch. He looks like
First
a
call
runner.
girls, 100-meter high hurdles. We'll run East Division first.
Like I say,
then West.
they hold the record. What is Mike, a senior this year?
No, he's a junior.
Junior, so Mike will be back next year. And we're maintaining that about 12 to 15 meter lead there. Maybe not quite that far. And Mike is looking at a possible, he's going to have to stretch it to get that minute that Tremaine had. We're pushing 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and he pushed right close to it. He got the minute. 61 seconds for Mike's first lap, first trip around.
Come on now.
And we're just about
Here are the results of the
pushing
boys
halfway through the race.
100-meter relay.
3:20 right now with Mike going down the back stretch of
Fifth
this
place,
final lap.
Utica.
It's Mike Artis,
Fourth place,
London, Ohio,
Licking
still holding the
Valley.
lead, and
Third place,
looks like Bexley is
Owen
closing
Pansy.
in on him pretty tough.
Second place, Lakewood.
That lead dropped down to about
First
4
place,
meters now.
Big Walnut. A team
As
of
Bexley runner is
Todd Gerwick, Chris
putting a little
Thomas,
pressure on him.
Jay Bresnahan, and Jordan Turse
Huh?
Mike,
with
look
a
behind
time.
him. He's always
8
good at
minutes.
that. He looks behind and
Does he?
yeah.
He can probably hear them footsteps coming. Want to know who's this coming?
Then
And Mike's got a little kick there. He's going to hold on. He's stretching it out a little bit now. Oh, he's pulling now. And Mike, we got
8
4:01.
minutes, 20 and 2/10 seconds.
And halfway through the race, can he get halfway through the race? 4:08.
Who's this? Lucas?
That must be Colin Lucas. Colin Lucas.
Yeah, he's good. He's
And Eddie Hamilton's going to take up the final lap of it. I know Eddie can stretch them short races. I don't know how good is he on these. I guess he's done pretty good this year. Eddie's only a freshman.
He's probably sophomore now.
Is he sophomore?
He's sophomore.
No, he ran last year, I think, as in the 8th grade on the varsity. He might be a sophomore. He's psyching himself up as
Come on, Lucas.
Lucas, he maintains about a 5 meter lead there. We've elapsed 4.
That's
Glenn Thompson. So they changed some people on me. Okay, we got Glenn Thompson instead of Colin Lucas. My mistake again. I'm only going by what the paperwork here says. And they're saying Mark.
That's probably
Second call for the girls 100-meter
Okay.
high hurdle. Second
That's
call,
Mark running in
girls,
second place.
100-meter high hurdle.
as
And we're running 5:16 right now.
Yeah, Glenn's run with him this year and before.
I mean, before he's a senior. I've never
Glenn
seen
Thompson,
him
right? Is that
before.
what you said, Glenn Thompson? And Bexley decides to take over, and they take over in big style. It's going to put a little pressure on Glenn.
That's really close. He got a pretty strong break for leg, too.
Yeah, I know, Eddie. That's family there. He ought to be able to run.
He's fast.
My cousin.
Is he?
Yeah. He ought to be able to stretch out. But he's going to have a whole bunch to make up from looks of this. As Thompson,
Thompson, close it up a little bit.
I know it. I tell you what, that makes you see all that lead losing. As Thompson is back about 20 meters now.
Come on, Thompson.
And Eddie's calling him on. Eddie's saying, come on, come on, come on. And he's picked it up. Now he's got to really stretch. And Eddie Hamilton takes the last leg, and he's got a lot to make up. Can he make it up, Carl?
I don't know.
Got 2 turns around there. Can Eddie run like that the whole time?
He catch up before this lap's over with. If he does, he's got a chance.
Yeah, well, we go, and we're looking at 6 minutes and 38 seconds so far. We're into the first lap of the final leg of the 1,300-meter relay. Eddie Hamilton on the last leg.
In sixth place,
they just lapped somebody, Carl.
West Jeff.
West Jeff, I believe.
Kevin Winchell, Bexley.
No, West Jeff was in the other
fourth place,
division.
John,
yeah, they just lapped one of the players.
Rip, Jonathan Alder.
Where's he from?
Third place, Sean Dudley, Grandview. Second place, Brad Steele, London. And first place, Drew Dyer, London. Distance 150
I tell you what, he's got an awful
7
lot
3/4
to make up if he does. I don't really think he's going to be able to make it.
He just announced Drew Dwyer on one disc.
Yeah, we just
157.
57? That's a school record.
I think so. 157. 157 3/4, wasn't it?
if he's right with that 157 3/4, Dwyer just broke a school record according to Carl's recollection.
Yeah, and Teal got second.
So we got two people from London carrying up the discus. This is really a slow run for this here because we're looking at 8:18. This kid's got a good chance of tying the record. He might break it.
First call for the
8:15. The record was 8:18 for London.
Jump. First call, boys, East Division.
I think Eddie's just kind of give up here. Yeah, 8:18 is the track record. London comes in with the 8:28.1. So Bexley just, if we'll go by what we're reading here, and Bexley just broke track record. And we got a big race for third and fourth place. And that's all we got for right now. Oh, you spot him, don't you? Jim Conroy, the pole vault.
Final call for the girls 100-meter high hurdle. We need the hurdle crew to set the hurdles up.
As Conroy sets
there
up to
will
make a pole
be
vault
no
here.
preliminaries in the girls East Division hurdles. There were a number of scratches so that all girls left will advance to the final. We'll read that assignment here in just a little bit.
And here makes the, oh, he doesn't get to the bar. And you got a blooper. Got enough? Heat 1, Brooke Metz, West Jefferson.
Washington Courthouse. Lane 3, Crystal Strobel.
From London.
Lane 4, Sarah Tappan, Bexley. Lane 5, Amanda Sexton, Grandview. And lane 6, Katie Pula, Jonathan Alder.
Okay. And we're loosening up here. We're getting ready for the 100-meter high hurdles. As you got the names a while ago, you got Brooke Metz in lane 1, Carrie Snyder, and Brooke Metz is from West Jeff. Washington Courthouse, Carrie Snyder. Crystal Strobel from London. Sarah Tappan from Bexley. Amanda Sexton from Grandview. And Katie Palaw.
We have a request that all those people standing along the front rail, please go back and sit down so the rest of the fans can see. All people standing along the railing, please sit down so people in the stands can see.
And we got an odd start by Crystal Strobel, and she's out like a ball of fire. She's got the lead by almost a whole set of hurdles here. And Strobel's going to win this going away. You go, girl. In a time of 16:2. Crystal Strobel, 16:2. You go, girl.
And heat number 2. Lane 1, Sherry Groove, Bexley. Lane 2, Jesse Coons, Jonathan Alder. Lane 3, Shanna Ireson, Grandview. Lane 4, Amy Nance, London. Lane 5.
Okay, I don't have her name in here. Okay, here we are, and Amy Nance from London will be running. She'll be running in lane 4, and from West Jefferson, we have Sherry Skeldon. I'll try to get the teams that are in our area. Jesse Coons is in lane 2.
Here goes Pete on the long jump.
And we're going to miss the long jump. We might not. If you go ahead and get, I'll keep my eye down there as we got Pete Grulke on the long jump here. I believe this is his final attempt. I think, I don't know.
First in the finals.
And I believe we had a blooper there. Is that called a jump call? I don't know either. He ran through the pit. Well, he had his shirt and stuff off. I thought he was ready to go. People will love this tape I put in this on. See, now he's into something else he don't know nothing about.
Learn the rules, Gary. Learn the rules.
Yeah, learn the rules. And once again, we have Amy Nance in lane 4. Is that she relating to the coach, Nance?
Yeah.
Is that his daughter? Okay. And Sherry Skeldon from West Jeff. Jesse Coons from Jonathan Alder. Those are the 3 that are Madison County runners. And Coons is in lane 2. Nance is in lane 4. And Skeldon is in lane 6. We almost need a table here to straighten this stuff out to find out what the records were, and or a couple people working with me for stats purposes, so we can give people a little more information on what we're doing here. See if I can look up the 100-meter hurdles.
They're still on the, they're holding, they're still on the red.
Okay. Been so long since I've been in track meet as far as high school, back when my daughter ran, and that's been quite a while. Some of the things have changed, a little more sophisticated type stuff here. And the clock and people are getting their stuff ready.
They're ready now.
Okay, here we go. Once again, we got Amy Nance in lane 4.
Most of London's girls use that starting.
That start with the leg, arm up in the air. It's probably something that Coach Nance has instilled in them, and evidently it must work because, well, let's see what we got one here. Yeah, everybody else is down in 4-point. We're up in the standing start. See if she throws her leg up in the air. I mean, her arm up in the air. Learn something new every day. I'm sure there's something to it. Here we go. She had a 3-point stance, and here comes Amy Nance. She's off to a good start. She's running about 2nd right now. And it's a run for the roses as Nance is still holding tight for 2nd place. And it's a run away for Grandview. And we got a time of 16:09, and Nance comes in 2nd for London.
She'll probably make the finals.
So she'll probably, like she said, she'll probably make the finals. She will be in the finals. That heat went 16:09.
Yeah, just because I'm leaving it on the whole time.
Yeah, it's on right.
Robert?
No. Rotoball.
Yeah, Rotoball. Yeah,
Andy Rotoball.
That's his name.
Andy Rotoball.
I can't remember this stuff.
Here we go.
Well, we got the 110-meter high hurdles boys, and I believe we have an Andy Rotoball running for London in this one here. Oh, it looked like one of the hurdles fell apart. As Andy is struggling, Washington Courthouse runs away with this one.
Well, I got that.
Yeah, we had one of the hurdles fall apart.
Hit him right in the chest.
Alan Goldberg, Bexley. Lane 3, Bo Williamson, London. Lane 4, Zach Cocker, West Jefferson. Lane 5, Eric Laboa, Grandview. And lane 6, Bruce Garber, Jonathan Alder.
They just got the white flag here for the heat number 2 of the 110 high hurdles, and we gave you the names just a minute ago. Alan Goldberg for Bexley, Bo Williamson for London, Zach Cocker for West Jeff, Eric Laboa from Grandview, and Bruce Garber from Jonathan Alder. Williamson is in lane 3, Cocker's in 4 from West Jeff, and Bruce Garber from Jonathan Alder is in 6.
Hughes is in the east.
And we're set to go.
Bo uses one of them starts. He uses that stand-up.
Stand-up start, yeah. The three-point start, I'd call it. And they got to walk off the...
The gun didn't fire?
No. Somebody walked off, I believe. So we're getting ready for this. And there goes that unorthodox high jump. We wish you people could have seen that. Looked like a big monstrous bird flying around. And once again, we're ready for the start of the 110-meter high hurdles. And they're off. And here comes Bo. Bo's got a lead, and Bo's one of the fastest runners in the BAC, and Bo's stretching it out pretty good now. Got good form, knocked the hurdle down. And Bo's going to knock this off in 15-2 for Bo Williamson as he wins his heat in the high hurdles. 110-meter high hurdles.
Final call, girls, 100-meter dash. Final call, girls, 100-meter dash. First call, boys, 100-meter dash.
Girls West, 100-meter dash.
Katie Wiseman, Grandview. Lane 2, Heidi Micah Felder, West Jefferson. Lane 3, Crystal Smith, Bexley. Lane 4, Tamika Martin, London. Lane 5, Shauna Culley, Washington Courthouse. And lane 6, Samantha Plank, Jonathan Alder.
As we're getting geared up here for the 100-meter dash, girls West Division. In the first heat, we have Katie Wiseman for Grandview, Heidi Mitchfielder for West Jeff, Crystal Smith
Second call for the
Bexley,
boys West Division,
Tamika Martin for London,
Second call,
Shauna
boys
Colley
West
for
Division,
Washington
long
Courthouse,
jump final.
and Samantha Plank for Jonathan Alder. Martin for London is in lane 4, and here we go. As you get set, and I see that a couple of girls are dressed for the weather. Think I had to slow them down any, Carl? Tamika's, she's really dressed. Long sleeve top, long bottoms. I believe Crystal Smith from Bexley's on right next to Tamika. This ought to be a good race. Tamika's been really smoking the tracks during this track season. I've been reading about her a lot. She's been doing real good. And we got a good start, and they're off. And I tell you what, Tamika's got her hands full. As Washington Courthouse, I believe it is, just runs away with this one. And we got a 12-6. 12-6.
Heat number 2,
heat.
the 100-meter dash finals, girls West Division. In lane 1,
Washington Courthouse, I believe.
Bexley.
Shauna
Lane
Colley.
2, Jennifer Houston, Jonathan Alder. Lane 3, Panetta Browder, Washington Courthouse. Lane 4, Crystal Strobel.
Carl, she kind of run away with that. I don't know what Tamika's best is.
West Jefferson. Lane 6,
I think some of them might be holding back for the finals.
I've seen that girl run a few years, and
she looks pretty strong.
yeah.
And we go into heat number 2 of the West Division. We have Amy Alderman from Bexley, Jennifer Houston from Jonathan Alder, Tanita Browder from Washington Courthouse, and in lane 4, Crystal Strobel from London. She won her heat in the high hurdles, I believe.
Final call for the boys, 100-meter dash. Final
Michelle
call, boys,
Betkowski,
100-meter
West
dash
Jeff.
preliminary.
And Reagan Ryan, that's quite a name. Reagan Ryan from Grandview. Heat number 2, West Division. And that last one was, it was a work of art, I tell you. The chick from Washington Courthouse, that lady from Washington Courthouse, Samantha Plank.
First call for the girls 400-meter dash.
Huh?
First call, girls
Shauna Colley,
400-meter
she
dash.
really ran away with them. What? Yeah, well, I didn't mean anything by saying chick, but Whatever.
Young lady.
I changed it to young lady. I just been corrected on my English here. And he is so right. As we get set, we're still showing the red flag from the starter. Not yet. We haven't got the go signal yet. They're up, and they're off. And here comes Courthouse again with Strobel right on her tail. Of course, the Courthouse is going to sweep this, I believe. Quite a run, and Strobel is going up in second place, and this run here is going to go 12-8, with Strobel probably 5/10 of a second behind. 12-8.
Here are the lane assignments for the boys 110-meter hurdles West Division. Lane 1, Andy Rodabaugh, Washington Courthouse. Lane 2, Tim Hall Division.
First heat of the boys West
dash.
Division 100-meter dash.
Lane 1, John Linter, West Jefferson.
And we have a delay here.
Lane 2, Yazoo Mitsugaki.
Let's try and figure out how to say his name probably.
Lane 3, Fred Lester, London. Lane 4, Joe Wernett, Bexley. Lane 5, Jim Bales, Jonathan Alder. Lane 6, Rob Frank, Grandview.
We'll go to the long jump here. Pete's going to jump. There goes Pete.
Okay.
Watch this.
Watch the flag.
His first attempt.
Got Pete Grulka in his first attempt at the finals of the long jump. And he approaches the board. And it's a good jump. And he got a good jump out of it. Not sure what the distance is. And swing around, get the race for Carl. We're getting ready to pull up with the race here. And we're in the first heat of the 100-meter dash. Running for London is Fred Lester. For West Jeff is John Linter. Jonathan Alder is Jim Bayless. Lester's in lane 3. West Jeff runner is in lane 1. And Jonathan Alder Bayless is in lane 5. I think Lester's been hurt quite a bit this season, so it's going to determine. He ran second last year in the second or third last year. I think it was third in the state. And I think he has one of his best times, I think, is 10.6. If I read it right.
Really?
And we're ready to roll here. Runners are getting in place, settled down in the blocks. This will be interesting to see if Lester still has that kick. Somebody told me thought he had a hamstring pull, Carl, but I don't really know. We're going to find out something here. They're up. T mark, go. And here they come down the track, and he's walking away with this one. He didn't have much trouble at all. Long stride, he can step now. And he got 11.2. Fred Lester with 11.2, unofficial.
And he just took it easy.
And looked like he knew he had it won, so he just kind of strutted.
In lane 1, Steve, Washington Courthouse. Lane 5, Brad Schmucker, Jonathan Alder. Lane 6, Lee Collins, Grandview.
And in heat number 2 of the West Division, for London we have Donnie Raines. He's in lane number 3. West Jeff we have Steve Warner. He's in lane number 1. And Jonathan Alder we have Brad Schmucker. He's in lane number 5.
Final call for the girls 400-meter dash. First call.
It's Donnie Raines.
Boys,
get down the
400-meter dash.
I know he can get down the football field pretty quick, so I reckon he can probably do the same thing on the track.
Remember the interception he had?
Oh, man. Smoke back down that sideline, boy. You go, boy.
Fred's sporting that earring down there.
Where is it? Gold. Watch out, Rob. Fred, somebody rob you. I don't even see him. Okay. Yeah, it's got a little glitter to it. All the glitters ain't gold though, Carl. Them Wendy's look like they'd be gold if I get my hands on one of them. And just the starter got the okay. Runner's heading for the blocks. These track meets take a little time, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Once again, we got Donnie Raines in lane 3, Steve Warner from West Jeff in lane 1, Brad Smucker from Johnson Autos in lane 5. Runners to the mark, set, and they're off. And we got a false start.
Bexley, he's gone. Bexley, pick him up.
Yep, looks like it.
Pick it up.
Looks like Bexley, they're shaking him off. This, you know, a lot of times this false start takes some of your better runners out of it too, I think. I know you got to have some kind of rules, but every once in a while, especially in the big meets, you have a really hot runner, and if he false starts, that's when you come to see.
Right.
It takes a lot away from the fans too. And that's hard to work up to the finals like that and then get kicked out on a false start. I know he feels about 6 inches high now. And we're going to try it again. They're to the mark. They're running. And good start as Raines takes out with the lead here. It's Donnie. He's not very big, but he's cooking now. You go, Raines. Raines is looking at he's going to have a good time here too. 11-1 according to that. Donnie Raines. Unofficially it was 11-1 Okay, we got Grulke making his second attempt at the long jump. Once again, we don't have any distances up here. He's loosening up a little bit. He's not quite ready to go. He's psyching himself up for a big jump. Last jump was hit the board well. He's able to come off the board real good, and I thought he'd get it. From here, it looked like a good distance. It's hard to really tell. I got a feeling he's going to wait till the girls go by, Carl. He's going to race them down the track. No, evidently not.
Yeah, he is. He's waiting for them to get done.
I had a feeling he might be.
There he goes. He's going to beat this last.
And here we go.
Not to this.
Oh, you got to psych yourself up.
Lane assignments for 100-meter
like
dash.
I said, there's quite a bit too. Just get yourself
in lane 1, Katie Wiseman, Grandview. Lane 2, Shauna Colley, Washington Courthouse. Lane 3, Crystal Strobel.
And here we go for this long jump. Gets the board good. Looks like a pretty decent
Lane
jump.
5, Annetta Browder, Washington Courthouse. Lane
And we got
6,
the measure
Amika
there.
Martin, London.
Too bad we can't
Lane
tell.
7, Jennifer Houston, Jonathan Alder.
400-meter dash, heat 1 in the girls' West Division. And in lane 1, we have Jamie Warner. Lane 2 from West Jeff, Jamie Warner. Kiara Wilson in lane 2 from London. Jamie Gloyd from Grandview. Mary Brennan from Bexley. Emily Pierrett from Washington Courthouse. And Lynn Sears from Johnson Alder. And we don't have much information on this, so we can't really give you a favorite or who's what here. How you like Tamika? She's down there. See how she's holding the blocks.
They ain't going nowhere.
And then, she lay down and put that weight on there and just lay flat. You'd have to knock her back. That'd be something you've seen her come shooting back down the track.
Getting ready.
Get that much power getting out of those blocks. And the gun's up. Runners to the mark. And we got a standing start for Kiara. Which might be, I don't know if that'd be the best start. Oh, she's got a 3-point start. And she
Final call for the boys 400-meter dash.
And as they round the first turn,
400-meter dash.
London is running about 4th place now. And in first place, I believe we have Jonathan Alder. Bexley. As London starts to come up, Kiera Wilson is picking up steam here. She's going to pass one runner. But I got a feeling this, well, they have to stay in their lane in this race, don't they, Carl?
Yeah, the whole way.
So it might even up here a little bit more here in just a few seconds. Like you say, this is a long race. And they tell me if you swing your arms faster, you run faster. I'm noticing she's swinging her arms faster. And here they come down the stretch. Wilson's running the fourth right now. If he's pressing, she may get a third. We got Grandview in front, Bexley in second, and London's going to finish third. You got that right. And London finishes third. Wide stretch. She stretched out and got her a third place.
Yeah, she's hurting, boy.
Oh man, that's a long ways around there. And she's very muscle bound, so I'm sure she's probably having cramps and everything else. Okay. And player Kiera Wilson is being carried off by Tamika Martin. Kiera looks like she might be in some serious pain as we get blocked out, I believe, by a fan. And we get ready to start for the second heat of the girls 400 dash. And like Carl was saying, to some people it's a dash. To us, it's still a run.
For me, it'd be a drive.
Yeah, for Carl, it'd be a drive. See, what would it be for me? Oh, Lord, don't even say. Liz Cremines is in lane 4 for London, and Rachel Coons is in lane 1 for Jonathan Alder. And West Jeff, we have Amy Lovelace in lane 2. Those are the locals in this race here, in this heat here. And they're on the mark, they're ready to get ready to go. Runners are getting down in the blocks. Starter has the gun in the air. That's Cremines, number 844. Is running in number 4 lane. Cremines is no small girl either. I was thinking a lot of times you would think a smaller person would run a heat like this, a race like this a lot faster.
300-meter low hurdle.
And we got a pretty good race going here. As Cremines is hanging in there with Bexley. Bexley's got some pretty fast girls in this track meet. Bexley, Washington Courthouse is still in it. They're up tight. What we got from Washington Courthouse?
Cremines looks like she kicked in another gear.
Cremines has got a gear. Like we say, everybody has to stay in their lane, so a lot of times this can equal out on you when you hit certain spots. As they come down the stretch, the home stretch, and it's Bexley, London, West Jeff. Cremines is trying to put on another kick, but I don't know if she's going to make it or not. So I think she might be content just to get a place in here for tomorrow, but it doesn't look like she's really kicking that hard. And Cremines gets her a second.
That was 104.
In 104. On him on line, and here he goes. He hits the plank.
East Division high jump.
Oh.
In 5th place.
I'm not, like we say, we don't know how long them jumps are. We'll try to find out and fill it in for you.
3rd place, Sherry White, Big Walnut. 2nd.
Ready for the boys, West Division, 400-meter dash. We have Brian Jones from West Jeff, Jerry Farmwald from Jonathan Alder, Eddie Hamilton from London, Jeremy Grace from Grandview, I said again, Jason Elias from Bexley, and Scott Horvath from Washington Courthouse.
Great start.
And we got the start. Eddie Hamilton from London is lane 3, and Brian Jones, lane 1. 1, 2, and 3 are West Jeff, Jonathan Alder, and London. As they get ready to start, to your marks, get set. And we got a clean start as London kicks out pretty good.
Your lane assignments for the 100-meter dash boys East Division.
I tell you what, West Jeff's team looked like they were sitting back further than they should have been. And as they go around the side, backstretch, Hamilton is stretching out. He's going to give him a run for the money. Can he keep that pace the rest of the whole race? I like that. Good run, right on time. And there goes Hamilton around his far end. He's running halfway at 28. 28 seconds as he rounds the far turn, coming up the backstretch in 35 seconds. And it's going to be a race for home. And Hamilton is stretching out his lead. Can he hold it? And he's got a good chance of winning this heat right here. 46 with another 50 yards to go. And Hamilton's going to finish. He's slowing down. And he crosses at 53.2. Eddie Hamilton. As Hamilton wins his heat. 2, and we got Drew Dwyer in third, lane 3. And Ben Yost and Jonathan Alder in lane 4, and J.J. Simmons from West Jeff in lane 6. 3, 4, and 6 is the ones you want to focus on here. And we get a good, everybody gets off to a good start.
In the boys East Division discus, in 5th place, Brian Roberts, Big Walnut.
As they stretch it out down the back stretch, we got looking at halfway mark in about 18. This might be a pretty fast race, Carl. As Drew Dwyer is kind of stretching there. He's in 3rd place from London. I'm not sure who that is in front. It looks like Jonathan Alder.
2nd place,
Colors.
Greg Rhodes.
Bexley in 1st.
And in 1st place, Steve Hall, Licking Valley.
I believe that's Ben Yost.
31 feet, 7 inches.
Ben Yost is going to win this going away. Jonathan Alder. And Dwyer, he's putting a little kick on there. He's trying to get he's going to get at least a 3rd. He may get a 2nd. You go, boy. Keep pushing. You got it. And Dwyer's going to pull off a 2nd, I believe. 52.4. And that was faster than the last heat, Carl. Start 300-meter low hurdles, girls of West Division. And in this race for London, we have Christy Johnson, Julie Tugya, Jonathan Alder, and West Jefferson, we have Sherry Skelton. And Julie, I'll probably mispronounce your last name, I'm not sure.
For the girls West Division shot put.
As we stretch down the foots, and London takes the lead.
5th place, Shauna Kitchen, West Jeff.
Got a good stride stretch by
Jonathan Alder.
Christy Johnson. I believe it's right, unless there have been no changes in this. As they come around the far turn, it's Washington Courthouse, Carrie Snyder, and she can smoke. It's London, Courthouse in London, I believe. And I watch these girls run these hurdles. They almost stop to jump them. And I tell you what, this Snyder, she don't have any problems at all. As London's going to get a 2nd place out of this, Grandview, in a time of about 46. And we got to run for the I believe we got a time there of 46. London finished 2nd.
In heat number.
And we go into heat number 2 of the 300-meter low hurdles for the girls, West Division. And we have Jennifer Lawhorn as a clean start. Jennifer Lawhorn for London's in lane 3. For West Jeff, we have Jessie Hill from West Jeff. And in lane 6, Jessie Coons from Jonathan Alder. Jessie Coons in lane 6. And as they round the far turn there, we got, looks like Bexley in the lead, with London running a slow 2nd. And Jonathan Alder is bringing up the rear. And we come down the home stretch here. Bexley's still leading. Lawhorn from London is picking it up a little bit. Good stride. If she can make this last run here, she can possibility. But no, she doesn't have it. And London will finish 2nd in this at a time of about 50.5.
Hurdle crew, we need hurdles removed.
Removed? We got a different set of hurdles for here for the 300 meters intermediate hurdles. 300 meters.
Right.
Intermediate hurdles. And in the West Division boys, we have Bo Williams from London in lane 3, Josh Chapin from West Jeff in lane 1, and Brian Garver from lane 6 for Jonathan Alder. Grandview has Andreas Bjornsson. Washington Courthouse has Tim Holmes. And Bexley has Alan Goldberg. And we get a good start here. Once again, we want to watch Bo Williams in lane 3, Josh Griffin in 1, Brian Garver in 6. And as we round the first turn of the hurdles, we got Williamson, and he's stretching out. He's getting a pretty good lead here. We got London, I believe, and I think it's Bexley. Jonathan Alder still in the hunt. And Williamson stretching out his lead now. It's just academic, I believe, for him on this one. He's got good form. He doesn't. A lot of these guys I've been seeing stopping to jump the hurdle. He's just stretching and going across. Good run by Williamson. And he's going to get a first place in this heat by a time of 41.9. Okay.
Heat number 2.
And as we get ready for heat number 2, we also have, for London, we have Andy Rodebaugh in lane 5. And Bruce Garver must be Brian's brother from Jonathan Alder in lane 6.
Lane 5, Andy.
We got
It's almost over.
second heat of the 300 meter intermediate hurdles. In heat 2, we got Andy Rodebaugh in lane 5 and Bruce Garver in lane 6. Rodebaugh for London, Garver for Jonathan Alder. Oh yeah, we got West Jeff. We got Zach Cocker from West Jeff in lane 4. So 4, 5, and 6 are the lanes that we want to focus on for the London area. Madison County area, that is.
Ready.
And the white flag has been given. Start your engines, fellas.
I don't want it. That's all right.
And we got Washington Courthouse in lane 1, I believe. I don't see that name. And they're off with a good start. And what West Jeff is smoking out there like this would be the best West Jeff run I've seen. He's cooking out through there, Carl. You go, boy. West Jeff, who we got from West Jeff here? Zach Cocker. And he's going to run away with this heat. London Rodebaugh, he's in the hunt for about 3rd, maybe 4th. As they round the final turn and come up the back stretch, here comes Cocker from West Jeff, and he's being challenged now by Washington Courthouse and Bexley, I believe, Grandview. And he ends up with the 3rd place, and London ends up with 4th. 43.6. Okay, here we are with the 200 meter dice girls division, West Division. In lane 1 we have Amy Lovelace from West Jeff. In lane 4 we have Jennifer Houston from Jonathan Alder. And lane 5 Crystal Strober from London. So those are the 3 we want to watch. Lane 1, lane 4, and lane 5. Have Sarah Peck from Washington Courthouse. And I project Sarah Peck will probably... Washington Courthouse has been awful strong in these races here. Sarah Peck, Jennifer Houston, Jonathan Alder, Katie Wiseman from Grandview. And they got a good start. And here comes this Jennifer Crystal Strobel. Didn't she win her heat in the 100? But here comes Washington Courthouse, and the arms flying and legs flying, and she is smoking. And we're going to have a big race for second place here. As Strobel, she's stretching. Can she do it? Yep. Strobel pulls it out. The race went in 26.5. Strobel got second. Okay, got the old go-ahead here. And once again, we're in heat number 2 of the 200-meter dash. London is in the West Division. And we have Sarah Culver in lane 1, Betsy Buckham from Bexley, Culver's from Jonathan Alder. From London, we got Tamika Martin in lane 4. Washington Courthouse, we got Elena Stapleton from Washington Courthouse. West Jeff, Heidi Mitchfielder. And we got a false start or something. Who's out? Jonathan Alder. So we don't have Heidi Mitchfielder in the Sarah Culver from Jonathan Alder. False start by Jonathan Alder. Once again, we have Tamika Martin in lane 4. And stick around because we've got 2 more races to go, 2 more heats to go for the boys' 200-meter dash. Is this a dash or is this a run for you?
It's definitely a dash.
Okay, it's a dash.
For them.
How about you?
This might be a run for me. It's a drive for you.
And we got a good start as Martin kicks out pretty good. Martin just may win this race. It's going to be a race to contend with as Tamika rounds this corner. And we got, I believe it's Grandview. It's a race between Grandview and London. And Tamika's stretching, she's putting more into it, but I think she's going to be a little short as they go to the finish line in 27-0. And the old traditional winner's hug. Here we go. It's 200-meter West Division. And for London, we have Fred Lester running in this race. Jonathan Alder, we have Jim Bayless. And West Jeff, we have John Linter. So Linter is in lane 6, Lester's in 3, and Bayless is in 2. Grandview, we have Ben Brown, Bexley, Joe Barker, and that's your race, fans. So you want to kind of keep an eye on lane 3. Lane 6.
Wherever Lester's at.
Yeah, because after we get past Lester, then we'll keep an eye on 2 and 6. You're telling me this is a shoe-in for Lester?
Be my thought.
Okay, we will see. And he didn't get too good of a start, looked like from here, but with his speed, he may not need that good of a start. As Lester rounds in the first turn, he's smoking, and here he comes. And he's leaning like a racehorse. You go, boy. And he's just stretching. I tell you what, he's just playing, looks like. He better not slow up.
We have a
23-8.
Eric Hansen was from Washington Courthouse.
I believe Lester won it, but I'm not sure.
I don't think so. He just wanted to qualify. He didn't hurt himself.
Seeing is really ready for heat number 2, the last race of the day. 200-meter dash. For London, we have Jason Artis. He'd be in lane 3. And from what they tell me, he's not too far behind Lester with his speed. So this will be my first time to get a chance to see him. We'll just check him out and see where he's coming from. Mike Donahue from Washington Courthouse. Steve Warner from West Jeff. Dana Smoot from Bexley. Lee Collins from Grandview. And Jerry Farmwall from Jonathan Alder. The last race went in like 23-8, but everybody kind of slowed up at the end of the race mainly just to qualify.
Here are the lane assignments for the 200-meter dash girls East Division. In lane 1, Allison Robb, Lakewood. Lane 2, Renee Bailey, Licking Valley. Lane 3, Emily Truitt, Olentangy. Lane 4, Embry Keck, Licking Valley. Lane 5, Jamie Doberstein, Olentangy. Lane 6, Shanny Smith, Utica.
Yeah.
Lane 7.
The okay to go. And the starter goes for his, go for your gun, starter. Don't say ever shot any birds out of the air, Carl, when they tried to shoot that off. And we get to start. Once again, we got Jason Artis in lane 3 for London folks to watch. And Steve Warner in 2. And 5, Jared Farmore from Jonathan Alder. Warner's from West Jeff. The runners to your mark. Set. And a good start.
Come on.
And here comes Artis, and he's stretching. He's leaning. He's leaning, baby. You go, Artis. As Artis is slew footing on, he is kicking off. And the Worcester Courthouse is coming hard. It's going to be a race for the finish. Artis is not going to give up. Worcester Courthouse in London, Artis is scooting through there. And 23.5. And that's all for today, Carl.